The holiday shopping season is on. And for small businesses, this is a season of, let's call it hope. Check out this post pandemic stat from the White House this month. They say business ownership has doubled among Black households and hit a 30-year high for Hispanic households. New business creation rates hit a 30-year high for Asian Americans, and women own a higher share of businesses than before the pandemic. But there is a lot of uncertainty this year as well. The business advocacy group Small Business Majority tells CNN that among their network of 80,000 small businesses, the biggest concerns are with tariffs and the potential impacts to supply chain and costs, stricter immigration policies, including mass deportations, which could affect food and labor supply, whether Affordable Care Act subsidies will be left to die on the vine in 2025, and whether federal contracts will no longer favor women and minority-owned businesses. With us now is Melvin Coleman, president and CEO of the Atlanta Black Chambers. Melvin, thank you for coming in. Let's carry over a bit of what we talked about before the break into this conversation. These activists are targeting the big companies, the Walmarts, the John Deere, Jack Daniels. Is there some impact of this on the small businesses as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of small businesses are B2B, and a lot of those B2B small businesses seek opportunities with our larger corporations, what we call supplier diversity, vendor diversity programs. And so now there's going to be some pressure in terms of some change that may take place because there's a lack of support now to have those programs in place and to operate them effectively with goals and objectives that would then create opportunities for a lot of small businesses.
This is a cultural change. And when I say cultural, I mean it's not just in the private sector. We're also seeing it at the incoming administration as it relates to the DEI in government. The House has passed a bill that likely will come up in the next session about DEI and federal contractors as well. So when it comes to, let's say, the financing and funding of these businesses, we've had the founders of the Fearless Fund on, and they have lost a lawsuit or settled a lawsuit that ended a contest that awarded grants to minority women-owned businesses, Black women businesses. How is this shift impacting the ability to get money to fund some of these new ventures?
Well, access to capital is probably the biggest challenge for the small businesses, in particular, our Black and minority small businesses. So in an environment where there is less support with programs and initiatives, we're seeing a future that is uncertain. There's the optimism is gone. It's changing now.
The president-elect says that these tariffs that he's promising on goods coming in from China and from Canada and from Mexico make U.S.-made products more attractive to the buyer. The truth also is that a lot of the components come from overseas and will make things more expensive for the buyer. Is there any upside to a small business if these tariffs are placed on January 20th?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind for me is accounting 101. It was a long time ago for me, but I remember if the cost of goods sold increases, then profit margins will decrease. And a lot of small businesses don't have the luxury of absorbing that cost and will have to pass it on to their customers. So that's the first thing that comes to mind because, to your point, a lot of the parts or if you own a restaurant and some of the produce is coming from Mexico and other places, if that cost is higher, it's simple math. And so that is our first concern.
So let's talk about how people can support. It is Small Business Saturday, and how people can support these small, especially minority-owned businesses. A lot of people think, I'm going to go to a mom and pop and have lunch. Or I'm going to go to a local tea shop and buy, a couple of bags of tea or some loose leaf. What are the other ways maybe we're not thinking of to support these businesses?
A great percentage of small businesses are professional services, insurance, real estate, things like that. Those are small business owners as well. Of course, we want you to visit those storefront operations where you can purchase a product, and that is very important. But definitely don't discount or overlook the fact that, again, those professional services, which we all use, and those are very important entities in our business community as well.
And those are ones that you can support year round, not just on Small Business Saturday. Melvin Coleman, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.